What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and this week I want to talk about how DontNod has handled Twin Mirrors and why I think it's been next to, honestly, a complete disaster. This is the game that came out, I guess was announced, right? And last year, 2019, they had talked about this game. They actually, I believe it was firstly announced back in 2018. The game went off the grid for a very, very long time. It reemerged back in, I think early June. They even had a Twitter post on it, right, where they had several days leading into it. And basically, the game has been completely reimagined. The game is now coming out, I believe, in one full form. It's no longer episodic. The main character, while still the same, they completely redid how he looks, I think who he is in general. It looks like the entire game has been completely reimagined as well. And they also had a teaser trailer for it, and they said, or I guess a formal trailer, and they said that it's coming soon. Now, we know what they've done with Tell Me Why. We knew to expect Tell Me Why, which is that game of the two, the siblings, right? And that game comes out August 27th, and I believe it's weekly, right? There's 3 episodes. It's going to be every single week. We're going to get through all 3 episodes in just 3 weeks' time, which is pretty darn solid. But honestly, what they've done with Twin Mirror is pretty disappointing. I want to play this game. I guess I should probably come out and say that pretty early on, too. This is a game that, does it look amazing? No, okay? But it looks like it's a solid game that, if it was episodic, and I guess even the way that it is now, I would have bought in. I would have probably played it. It wasn't going to be, that expensive. I like to try to support DontNod in as many ways as I can. I try to play their past games. I've never been a fan of pretty much any of their games besides Life is Strange, and by that I do mean Life is Strange, not Life is Strange 2. Before the Storm I actually really liked, but that was Deck 9. I try to play, I've actually played Remember Me, which I thought was a solid game. Vampire, I really did not like that game. Tell Me Why, doesn't really speak to me. I don't even know if I'm going to give it a chance, but I'll definitely, be willing to listen if it is solid. So they've had a very, very spotty track record that I've talked about for a very, very long time on actually more like podcasts now. I've criticized them quite a bit, but it's only because I care. It's only because I really want these games to be good. And again, Twin Mirror, I really want to be a very solid game. Again, the premise of it, just what you're going to be doing in that game, seems pretty darn cool. I would say it piqued my interest from the very first time that we saw this trailer. It's just, it goes to what DontNod is doing that I have been concerned about, right? We know they've opened a new office. They're continuing to expand their staff. They're continuing to make more and more games. They got to be careful, and I get they're not doing it the same way that Telltale did, which thank God, right? Because Telltale, definitely things got away from them, and that's kind of resulted in their bankruptcy. But when DontNod is doing all these things, I do get worried because we really don't know how Life is Strange 2 did commercially, like how it actually sold. I personally don't think it did very well, and I have nothing to back that up. I just think that. I think it didn't do as good as the first game, but at the same time, they got a lot of praise for that game. A lot of people really, really love that game. I did not. Obviously, again, I was in the minority maybe in that way, but I think that they need to kind of get back down to the basics. Having these Life is Strange games, doing Twin Mirrors, doing, Tell Me Why, all at the same time, I think has really not been the greatest idea for them. They're not all the greatest products in the world, and again, what we have with Twin Mirrors is a game that exists, but it literally went off the grid for so long that they reimagined it, and it's basically a different game now. Again, it went from an episodic game to non-episodic. It also went from, we're going to redesign our main character and basically redesign how this game functions. That's what they've done with this game. So again, it seems like they've had quite a few problems with this game. You got to wonder at some point, don't you just cancel a game like this? If a game kind of gets away from you like this game seems to have from them, at some point, don't you just say, okay, well, we have to kind of be done with it. We have to move on. I don't know. This is still a game that I want to experience. If it comes out $40, it's like an 8-hour, adventure tale. Fine. I mean, I'll play it. I think I actually would be sold on a game like that. I think I would give it the time of day. But I'm just not pleased at all with the way they've handled it. I think they could have just done a lot better job with this game. I think there is a group of people that really do want this game. I don't think this is a game that's invisible to everybody. I don't think everybody knows about it. That's for sure. But again, they haven't really done themselves any favors. The way they've promoted this game, they've really only promoted it on Twin Mirror's own Twitter account. They really haven't done it on their own. Again, this game went dark for so long that everybody forgot about it, and then when it comes back out, it's been reimagined where maybe people can't even tell it's the same game, right? So a lot of issues. I hope that with Tell Me Why, the fact that, again, it's only 3 weeks, and it's going to be here, and then it's going to be gone before we can even blink our eyes, right? So in 3 weeks, it's going to be that fast. Hopefully, then we can start hearing, okay, Twin Mirrors, again, it's a $40 game experience. It's not, it was originally supposed to be 3, 4, 5 episodes, whatever you want to say, and now it's coming out in October. Again, $40, you get the whole game. Here you go, it's done, and then we can move on to our next projects. I think that's probably the way they have to handle it, and again, to try to just get this game out, because at this point, it really, to me, it kind of screams a game that they probably just want to be done with, and they just want to, discard it, but they, for some reason, don't want to cancel it. They want to keep it around, right? But, again, at the same time, I do want to play this game. I want to give it a chance. I'm just not happy at all with how they've handled it. So, guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Have you heard of Twin Mirrors? Is the game that, you're interested in? Do you agree with me on it's kind of been weird how they've handled the process of making it go dark and then changing basically how the game is altogether? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this YouTube channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. And I do a brand new video on this channel every single day. And so I hope to see you guys for tomorrow's video.